Hi, it's Diane, and this time I have a smash book to show you. I used this paper pack, the rest of it. If you watched the previous video, you saw the junk journal that I made with this pack by Color Bok called Old Glory, double-sided paper. And so I had leftover paper, and I used it to make a smash book. A smash book, if you don't know, is just a scrapbook. You can stick pictures in it and tickets and programs and memorabilia, whatever you would like to put in it. And you can even, journal in it, whatever you'd like to do with it. And I made this with my Bind It All. It has 1-inch rings on it. And it was made with a hardback book. And it measures 8 3/4 by 10 3/4. It has 28 pages in it, so 56 front and back. So I used part of the Color Bok paper on the front and on the back, and I printed this vintage image from the internet. I just googled vintage patriotic images, and this I cut out with my Cricut. The designs that I used my Cricut with in this book, there are, well, I'll show you, but this is the Cricut cartridge I used, Elegant Edges. And it's the most recent one. I've had it for probably a year, and it's the most recent one I've purchased. So it came in handy for this book. So here's the inside. It says Land of the Free and the Home of the Brave here. And I'm going to make a little card in here with the stamp this book belongs to and put it there. So I used just a little bit of washi tape, and I remembered I was halfway through making this book, and I remembered that I had the Tim Holtz season pack of paper that I don't use because I don't really make holiday journals that much. So I got that out and cut out all the vintage patriotic ephemera images that he has and used them in the book too. I cut this out with that Cricut cartridge. Several of the pages I folded the side over. I left it long and then folded it over to form a pocket. I used some of the cards that I had copied from that book I showed from the other video. I still have a stack of those. I think I made copies of too many. And this I found on the internet. Printed it off, and this was just a scrap of paper, and I just backed it onto cardstock. So it's pretty simple. I left a lot of pages just plain so that there's plenty of room to put in pictures and memorabilia. This is a little card that has a map of the United States. This is a pocket I made with a scrap of the paper, and it says Old Glory on it. This is a Martha Stewart label here, and one of the Tim Holtz images. And I made a couple of tabs. There's a couple of short pages in the book, so I put tabs on them. And this is why I just cut the paper in half to put on the whole map instead of just trimming it and using it for one page. Some more Tim Holtz images here. A little more washi tape. Kind of hard to get it all in the camera. This is words cut out from the Tim Holtz paper that says Old Glory. There's another pocket, and this border I made with that Cricut cartridge and Tim Holtz word flag. I cut this. The tags that I cut with my Cricut in this book are made with the Damask Decor cartridge. This is just a 3D Statue of Liberty sticker that I had in my stash, and that word says Liberty, and that says Never Give Up. Just a sticker that I put on there. This word says America, and this is another page that I just cut in half, so they're 6-inch pages, and it's because there was a big star on the inside. Freedom. I made these frames with that Cricut cartridge. And I printed this from the internet, and it was when I was gluing this to the page that I remembered the Tim Holtz images that I had. So I'm glad I remembered them and got them out. This says photo record here, so they can, whoever gets this book can just cut a photo to fit in there and then write about the photo over there. This is something I got from the internet. These words I cut from the Tim Holtz sheet, red, white, blue, and I just glued it on as a pocket and put this tag in. These tags are quite wide, so you could put a photo on them or glue a piece of paper on and use it for journaling. This I got from the internet. And there's another border on that pocket and a Tim Holtz image. I don't even know where I got this. I found this in my journaling card stash, and it had the star was cut out. So I backed it with a piece of the leftover, the cut off paper. Glued this on as a pocket, and I got this from the internet. And I've had this, I think I got this on the internet too, but I've had it in my stash for a long time. So there it goes in the book. This I got from the internet, and I cut it out and glued it on as a pocket, and then just corner punched a piece of paper that was cut to size to fit in there. There's little tiny shields on this paper. That's why I put this shield on it as a pocket. There's an eagle on that card and an eagle on this paper. This is ledger paper design, so this could be used for journaling, or of course you can always just glue your pictures on it. It says America at the top of that. This is an image I got from the internet. And there's a coffee dyed tag in there with an image from that book. 5 Centuries of American Costume, something like that. I got this off the internet, and I just love that image. I cut her out, made this journaling spot with my cartridge, and just made a nice page with that. And again, the words from the 12 by 12 sheet of Tim Holtz letter blocks: freedom, stars, stripes. And I glued that on as a pocket. These parts are just glued down, so the pocket is right here. And a couple of tags. So I hope you like it, and it will be listed in my Etsy shop. Have a great Memorial Day, everybody.